there. There's the link if anyone needs it. What's a palaver? There we go. I think what I did, I put like the wrong settings on, so no one could comment and stuff. So I think I put like under 18s, so hence why we couldn't comment. So thank you. Give that a minute, and then we shall begin. Crack on with it. It should work now. Touch wood. It should work now. It should work now. Fingers crossed. We're all raring to go. Let's see, shall we? Let's see if it all works. I hope you've had your thinking juices. Taken me a long time to get this quiz like immaculately planned, so ready for it. I am ready. So I'll explain how the scoring process goes, and in that meantime, you can either compete as an individual or you can be in some sort of team. It is completely up to you. So if you'd like to be in a team, organize that now, create separate WhatsApp groups. I don't know. So there's 50 questions and there's 5 subjects. So that is the general ethos of my quiz, which should be fairly smooth, and I'll explain the process of how bonus points or bonus rounds, sorry, how that goes. So essentially we can crack on in a few minutes, and then you guys can be inspired, learn from the master, and then see how it goes. So let's check. Some people are still logging in, so I'll give them a minute. So we'll give you guys a second, and then, so if you are new to the quiz, welcome, and then I'll explain the processes of how this works. Very simple, to be very honest. And then we can go from there, really. So if you're on any platform, if you're streaming it on your TV, then great. Just it'll be important to log down your answers, either pen and paper or on a phone, notebook, or anything, really. So make use of what you've got in your house, and then we can go from there, really. And that is the plan. And then I'll tease and test your knowledge to the best of my ability. That is the plan. That is the plan. That is the plan. Lovely. So we'll start in a minute and then we'll crack on. So there's 5 different subjects or topics in each quiz, and then within that 5 there's a special round, and that special round is usually the last round of the quiz, but I'm going to throw a curveball in there tonight again, and we'll see. We will see. So there's usually general knowledge, film and TV, music, and sport, obviously sport. And then the last one's a special one. So we'll go from there, really. Well, hope we are well, and we've endured yet another week of the pandemic. So hope we're in good spirits. and hopefully this quiz can pass the time positively, and we can go from there, really. So, to be honest, I'm just going to crack on and start, because if people are going to be... I've changed the time to 6:30 because the people that were interested, it clashed quite a lot with commitments and stuff. So we're going to try it at 6:30 and then go from there, really. So I don't know, as certain Ellison family, that you're competing as a family or you're competing as individuals or a household. So I'd leave that up to yourselves. Once you've decided that, I am gonna crack on. So I know quite a few people who attended last week can't make it this week due to the commitments, which is fine, absolutely fine. So we're just gonna start in literally a minute, and then we'll go from there, really, and then we'll see who gets the top prize. And then I have got a tiebreaker round, or a question, sorry, and I started doing that last week. And what I thought was, even though it's quite hard to tiebreaker, but within the household, whoever is the furthest away in the tiebreaker question has to do some sort of forfeit of some sort. So that could be either getting the drinks, washing the dishes, anything the winner chooses, I guess. And it would be hilarious to see that with a photo caption or a video of some sort. So think about the tiebreaker, really important. You may not do too well in the general quiz, but you could redeem yourself with a tiebreaker guess out of nowhere. So we're going to crack on, get competitive, and see how we do. So no fighting, as Thomas Shelby says, no fighting. So I'm going to start off actually with a bit of a curveball, and I'm going to go straight to my bonus round. So I'm going straight to it because you're going to need a lot of thinking time with this one. So with my bonus round, the clue... brother wants to repost the link. What's he doing? So with the bonus round, everything is connected in some elements. So everything is connected. That is my clue. So with all your answers, the 10th question will be, what's the connection? So that is your bait, and that's all I'm going to say. What is the connection? So I'm going to crack on and start. Here we go. Let's begin. So pens at the ready, pads at the ready, drinks and snacks at the ready. So I've closed my quiz questions. That's why I'm on my phone. So this is the bonus one. Straight to it. So, which character did actor James Beck play in the TV series Dad's Army? So, which character did James Beck play in the TV series Dad's Army? What a question. Set the bar already. You're thinking, gosh, he knows his questions. I do. Yeah, second one. Who is 111.6 meters tall with a waistline of 35 meters? She weighs 225 tons and is 123 years old. So who is 111.6, I think it's feet tall, a waistline of 35 feet, and she weighs 225 tons and is 123 years old. What is it? Who is it? Okay, next question. Which apostle was the brother of St. John? He is the patron saint of Spain, as well as vets, equestrians, farriers, tanners, and pharmacists. That was question 4. So question 5. Oh gosh, wrong question, Matt, get with a grip. Which novel by Jane Austen is a storyline of the 5 Bennet sisters living in Georgian England? Sorry, font's awful. So which novel by Jane Austen is a story of 5 Bennet sisters living in Georgian England? Ain't down that, mate. Punk RPA, Stu. Flipping out, I'll be on my face on that. It's too nice to drink, mate. It's too nice to kind of down, that is. Okay, question 5. Which author wrote The Call of the Wild and White Fang? So which author wrote The Call of the Wild and White Fang? Just remember, all these answers link together somehow. So even if you miss a few, you might have a general idea of what the clue might be. Awesome. Question 6. Which BBC radio service was renamed to Radio 4 in September 1967? Some of you might be alive that time, I was far from it. But which BBC radio service was renamed to Radio 4 in September 1967? What a question. Okay, question 7 of my bonus round. All links in, remember. Which American actor is the toy boy husband of Demi Moore? So which American actor is the toy boy husband of Demi Moore? And if you would like these questions for your own quizzes, more than happy to share for the right price. For the right price. Working a charity, come on. Okay. Bit of a music one in the bonus. Get ready. What was it Ike? IKE? And Tina Turner's last UK hit single, reaching number 4 in 1973? And it was recorded by Tina Turner in 1991, but only managed to reach number 23. So what was Ike, and Tina Turner's last UK hit single, reaching number 4 in 1973? It was recorded by Tina Turner in 1991, but only managed to reach the number 23. Okay, this is the last question of the bonus round. So these are questions to ponder with throughout the evening, and we'll see. So, which actress, born in Jerusalem, played Queen Amidala in the Star Wars prequels? So, which actress, born in Jerusalem, played Queen Amidala in the Star Wars prequels? That's it. Ike. Okay. Ike. So that's your 9. So ponder with it, think about it, and why are they all connected? So that is food for thought throughout the quiz evening. So let's jump into general knowledge. That did seem a quick general. I'll catch up. I'll catch up with the questions in a sec. Somebody will asking me. But I'm going to skip the general knowledge now, and then we'll go from there. So if people that have jumped in recently need to hear a few questions, I'll happily repeat that. Snack, drinks, break, whatever. So brace yourself. Just think of next 10 questions now. Forget the rest. Let's do it. So question 1. Which is the most flexible muscle in the human body? Which is the most flexible muscle in the human body? I will rerun the questions. People relax. It's all right. It's all right. So question 2, general knowledge. The wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? So the wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? It's not a sport question. Cool. That's 2. 3. Let's see if there's history. Which year did the European Union first introduce the euro currency? So which year did the European Union first introduce the European currency? Well, the euro. Cool. Question 4. How many elements in the periodic table? Well, tongue twister that is. So how many elements in the periodic table? Yep. And question 5, general knowledge. Name the hottest chili in the world. So name the hottest chili in the world. Cool. Question 6. What does GIF stand for? So a common thing you see in your Facebook and your WhatsApp chats, the GIF little animation theme. But what does GIF stand for? What does GIF stand for? Cool. That was. Let's come back to these. So question 7. With over 222 million units sold, what is Apple's highest selling model number? So with over 222 million units sold, What is Apple's highest selling, I'll say iPhone model? There you go. So on the highest selling iPhone model. Okay, question 8. In which year was the World Wide Web first page published? That's a lot of tongue twisters there. So in which year was the World Wide Web's first page published? Okay. Question 9. I've been a bit nice, give you a multiple choice for this one. So you've got a 1 in 3. So how long is a blue whale calf when it's born? So it's either A, 8 feet long, B, 15 feet long, or C, 22 feet long. So how long is a blue whale calf when it's born? 8 feet, 15 feet, or 22 feet? And the last one of general knowledge is, what is the collective name for a group of cows? So what is the collective name for a group of cows? And that is general knowledge. Someone. So what I'm going to do now is go through the next round, and then that's enough time to have a little break, and then that'll give you enough time to look at your special bonus round of how does it all connect together. So I'll do the music round, and if anyone has any questions they'd like to repeat in any of the 3 rounds, just please fire away and I will ask them again. So I'll go through them all again. So I'll go through music now. So David Bowie had a UK #1 single with Ashes to Ashes, but in which year? I'm after the year. So David Bowie had a UK #1 single with Ashes to Ashes in which year? Okay. Next question. I have a anagram, and that anagram is a band, a music band. So my anagram word is shoe inspector. So shoe inspector, and I'll type that in the chat or YouTube and Facebook. And then all you have to do is rejumble them up, and I am after the band. So shoe inspector. We typed into YouTube. The shoe as in what you wear on your feet, and inspector as in inspector. I don't know, Cluedo or Morse, I don't know. So shoe inspector. And that's you want. Rejumble them up, and I'm after a band. Okay, bit of a lyric one now. Obviously, as born in the 90s, there's some absolute bangers, and especially in 1994, where Wigfield had an absolute belter called Saturday Night. We all know that. And all I'm after is the first line of the song. So the first two words, Saturday night, but I want the end of the line. That's all I'm after. So Wakefield, 1994, with Saturday Night. I'm after the first line of the song. And the first two words are Saturday night. And you can, if you want to write the whole verse and the whole song, go for it. But all I'm after is the first line. And I'm going to ask for 2, 4, 6, at least 7 words in that. Good song. So I'm a big fan of Rick Astley, and question 4 is dedicated to that man himself. But how many different nevers does Rick Astley say in Never Gonna Give You Up? So how many different nevers? You just repeat the same ones, but how many different ones are there to individuals? You probably humming the chorus. You need to. So how many different nevers does Rick Astley state in the song Never Gonna Give You Up in 1987? Tune. Absolute banger. And no, you cannot play it. Can't stream it, can't play it unless that's just cheat. Can't cheat. Cool. And question 5 of music is who had the number 1 with Cotton Eye Joe? Map of the artist. Who had the number 1 with Cotton Eye Joe? Belter. And question 6 of music. Who sang with Elton John on Don't Go Breaking My Heart? Map of the artist. So who sang with Elton John on Don't Go Breaking My Heart? Cool. Right, this next one is thanks to the wife to get pure clarity on this, bit of confusion, but we've got it. So, what was the biggest song of 2019 according to the UK charts, official charts? So, what was the biggest song of 2019 according to the UK official charts? Overplayed, like beggars belief. But it was the biggest one. Okay, and question 8. Obviously, big Leicester fan. We've got to get Kasabian in there somehow, haven't we? So, how many UK number 1 singles, shall I say, do Kasabian have? So, how many UK number 1 singles do Kasabian have? Absolute belters. Okay, so the next 2, I'm just going to say the lyrics. All I'm after the song title. Okay, I want the song title. If you want the artist as well, but I'm just after the song title for this one. So, they're out to get you. Better leave while you can. Don't want to be a boy. You want to be a man. And I'll say that again. They're out to get you. Better leave while you can. Don't want to be a boy. You want to be a man. What's the song? It's one of the ones you'll kick yourself as well. So semi-clue there. But. And my next lyric one after the song. So remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. So remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. I just want to sing it now, but I can't. Not allowed. Okay, and that's it. So if you want to I'm going to give you a quick 2 minutes or so interval to get whatever. And then if there's anyone that needs any questions repeating, I am happy to repeat that. So it's a few here. So Stuart, you want 1 and 4 of round 1. So question 1 of general knowledge was which is the most flexible muscle in the human body? That was your question 1 of general knowledge. So most flexible muscle in the human body. And the question 4 of how many elements in the periodic table? How many elements in the periodic table? I think my dad just texted me about something else. Do you want the questions? Do you want the questions to the special one, or let me know? And then you got a quick think about your specials. And there's any other questions you'd like me to repeat, I am all ears for the next minute and a half. So if you need to get a drink or whatever, or snacks, re-top up the. So Tim, you're on the specials of 1 to 6. The specials because the answers all link in to the final answer. So there's a reason for that. So what I'll do is send them over actually. So repeating myself 3,000 times. But no. So it's something I want to give them a minute and then we'll review the next 2 rounds. So question 2 and 3 of general knowledge. Okay, so question 2 and 3 of general knowledge. Then what I'll do is I'll WhatsApp the special questions in the groups and stuff. So it makes it easier. So general knowledge, question 2 and 3. So question 2 was the wood of a cricket bat is traditionally made from which type of tree? And then question 3 was which year did the European Union first introduce the euro as a currency? Okay, so just going to send some stuff to Steph and then she'll ping them over. And then what I'll do is go over general knowledge and music, and then you can top them up. And then we'll go with sport, film, and TV. So I'll give you another 30 seconds and then we'll go from there. But don't worry, Steph will send out whatever and then we'll go from there. So apologies, I'll have my head down a bit. But she'll send them out, give you extra pondering time, no doubt. And if you do need the questions for any future quizzes, I'm more than happy to send some out. So don't worry on that. So what I'm going to do is just carry on and just review rounds 1 and 2 of general knowledge and music. And then I'll leave the special one right at the end. So you've got enough time to ponder and think what the connection is. And then I've got my tiebreaker / forfeit question. So really intrigued of what forfeits you might have for your household. It could be pot washing, get a drink, anything peculiar that can be shared in an appropriate way, obviously, and just have some fun with it. And last week was the how many test runs did Alistair Cook score in his career? And bizarrely, my mum was 8 runs off it, which is unbelievable. So she was buzzing. So this will be a similar-ish style question. So good guesstimation, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to go with general knowledge and then reel through them, and then let me know what you've got out of those 2 rounds out of 20. It always helps me to kind of give me a ballpark level of difficulty and varieties and bits and bobs. So, and all feedback kind of helps in that way. So let's do it. Question 1. Just say the answers, not repeat the questions. So question 1 was tongue. Tongue is the most flexible muscle in the human body. And question 2, comments. So question 2 was willow. So the wood for a cricket bat is willow. Question 3 was, so the euro came into force in 1999. Tick or a cross for that one. And then question 4, how many elements in the periodic table? 118, 118. And then the hottest chili in the world is the Carolina Reaper. Don't know if that's available in any supermarkets, don't know, but the Carolina Reaper. Okay, question 6 was, what does GIF, so GIF stand for, was graphics interchange format. So graphics interchange format was your one. And which is the highest selling iPhone model? That is the iPhone 6/6 Plus. So you've got iPhone 6/6 Plus. Big tick for that. I actually purchased and was gullible to buy that as well back in the day. And question 8 was the World Wide Web. First web page was published in 1990. 1990 for the World Wide Web. And so question 9 is, how long is a blue whale calf? It is C, 22 feet long. 22 feet long. And question 10 is, what is the collective name for a group of cows? It is a murder. It is a murder. So rack them up out of 10, and then I power through the music and then see what you've got out of 20. So if someone's got a full house so far, then fair play. Fair play. So David Bowie had a UK number 1 with Ashes to Ashes in 1980. And after 1980, that's your one. And question 2 was the anagram for shoe inspector. Now, I'm opening the chat for this. Did anyone have a good guess at it? Does anyone know what it is? Shoe inspector? Might leave that dangling for a little bit. I don't know. I could jump to question 3. I don't know. So it was actually stereophonics. Stereophonics was the answer to question 2 of music. So question 3 was Saturday night. Oh, comments are going. So question 3 of oh yeah, gosh, yeah, it's crows, not cows. Flipping heck. No, avoid that. Have a point for that if I said that wrong. Gosh, I need my glasses changing. So yeah, if question 10 general knowledge, just put a point for that. So I'm after the first line of Saturday Night by Whigfield in 1994. So Saturday night, I feel the air getting hot. That's what I'm after. So Saturday night, I feel the air getting hot. Okay, question 4 was my Rick Astley one. Was how many different nevers does he say? Now you're probably pinging it and singing it. So he's never going to give you up, going to let you down, let you run around and desert you, never going to make you cry, never going to say goodbye, never going to tell a lie and hurt you. 6. I want 6. That's what I'm after. Yeah, general knowledge, question 10, have a point. Charity, have it. Have it. So that was Rick Astley was I want 6 nevers. And then question 5 was who had a number 1 with Cotton Eye Joe? That was Rednecks. So Rednecks was the answer. And then who sang with Elton John? Don't Go Breaking My Heart. That was Kiki Dee. So Kiki Dee was the one. Question 7. What was the biggest song of 2019 according to the UK official charts? That was Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Love. So Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Love. And how many UK number 1 singles do Kasabian have? That is 0. They don't have a UK number 1 single. Semi-trick question. Maddie, if you want the point, have the point. Have the point. You can mark yourself. This is the freedom of a virtual quiz. Is don't shoot the messenger, shoot my sources. So it is 2 in 1. I'll give you that. But give it to yourself. Give it not to yourself. It's up to you. It's how you feel. Do you feel good with a tick next to it or a cross next to it? Do you feel honest? It's up to you. It's up to you. Have it. Take it. Do what you want with it. It's okay. So Kasabian, no UK number 1 singles, which is they have some album number 1 singles, but not singles itself. So, question 9 was I'm after some lyrics and I want the song. So they're not out to get you. Better leave while you can. Don't want to be a boy. You want to be a man. That was Beat It by Michael Jackson. So I want Beat It. I'm after the song. And the last one in music, and tot 'em up. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. That was Hey Jude by the Beatles. And that's it. So top them up. Let me know what you got out of 20 in those 2 rounds so far. If you're competing with people, let them know your scores. If you're doing it to yourself, brag about it, be shameful about it. Yeah, Crows not count. I think honestly, I think I rushed that one. Honestly, but what'd you get out of 20? Let me know with general knowledge and music. Let's see who's top of the tree. So Kasabian never had a UK number 1 single. They had album number 1 singles, but never had a UK number 1 single. So that was the question. So there's never a perfect virtual quiz. There's always hiccups. Always hiccups. So if you want to get a quick drink, so I've got 30 seconds, a minute or so, and then I'm going to jump to the infamous sport round. I really want to do a specialist sport round during the midweek, like football nerd galore that I'm tempted to do. So maybe. Sad people like me. Just love it. So out of 20, I don't know who top is. Oh, Kel's got 12. I think that's top. I think you're top, Kel. James on YouTube, what have you got out of 20? 5, 9, 9s. So touching with 50%. Oh gosh. It's all right. People's time to shine in sport. This is it. So I'll give you a few more seconds and I'm going to start off. Hopefully everyone's raring to go. Oh gosh, what are questions? So here we go. So you've got the next 2 rounds are sport, film and TV. But what I might do in the next week is maybe switch the rounds. So you might have like a food and drink round or name the specialist film quotes. I don't know. A lot of freedom. So here we go. So sport. No Googling, no cheating. Here we go. Which city will host the 2028 Olympic Games? So which city will host the 2028 Olympic Games? Let me know. Okay, question 2, bit of football. Just a tad. I have to refrain it a bit. So how many different teams have won the Premier League since 92, 93 onwards? That's the Premier League started. So how many different teams have won the Premier League? If you want to really geek it out and tell me how many times certain teams won it, go for it. Really test yourself. But all I'm after is how many different teams have won the Premier League, and one of them isn't Liverpool, which is wonderful. Or Nottingham Forest or Derby. So always good, isn't it? I'll drink to that. So question 3 is a touch cricket. It's a little bit. I've had to restrain it a bit. So in the 2019 World Cup final, when Ben Stokes had an absolute blinder, burn out, true hero, and he top scored that game for England. But who second highest run scorer for England that game? Who had a blinder as well as Ben Stokes? Pivotal to that World Cup win. So the 2019 Cricket World Cup final, who was a second highest scorer behind Ben Stokes? So that was question 3. So question 4, yet again, been nice. Giving you multiple choice on this one. It's Olympic one. So it is A or B. Did Great Britain win more medals in total, so gold, silver, bronze? Did they win more in the London Olympics in 2012 or the Rio Olympics? So London is A, Rio is B. So which Olympic Games did GB win more? A, London, B, Rio. What's your guess? What's your guess? Mad. Okay, 5. Couldn't restrain myself. Another cricket question. Sorry, can't help it. It's in your blood. Owen Morgan set the record number of sixes in a one-day international match against Afghanistan in the 2019 World Cup. But how many sixes did he hit? belting questions these are, Matt. So I want how many sixes did Owen Morgan hit in the 2019 World Cup against Afghanistan? Record number. Unbelievable. Okay. Question 6. Bit of athletics. What is Usain Bolt's blistering 100-meter world record time? So what is Usain Bolt's 100-meter record time? Yep. So I'm going to throw some rugby in here because we love a bit of rugby. Yeah, Stu, see, I'm should be professional, mate. Should be a pro at these quizzes. I've told my workplace about it. Just start touching. Here we go. So England's 2003 World Cup final win, even though we were cheated in 2007 and 2019 by South Africa, which is pitiful. So England's 2003 World Cup victory was thanks to a Johnny Wilkinson drop goal. But how many points did England get in that game? What was the points? Or total for England? So with Johnny Wilkinson's drop goal, how many points did England get in that World Cup final victory? You'll love this one. It's a Leicester football one next. Tell you what. I make these questions, half of them make them up myself. So the crows and cows, I think I copied and pasted that and didn't see the R. Not Jonathan Ross, but you know. So here we go. This is question 8 of sport, and this is Leicester City football. Now, if you're a Leicester fan, as myself, this is really going to bother you. And going to be a lot of thinking, so don't rush your answer. That's all I'm going to say, because I did think about it. Who has more goals? Emile Heskey or Riyad Mahrez? What a question, Matt. What a question. So who has more goals for Leicester City? So all competition, all goals for Leicester. Big Emile or Riyad Mahrez? Unbelievable question. Unbelievable question. It's good, isn't it? So A or B? Emile's A, Mahrez is B. So my kind of thing, obviously working with YMCA Derbyshire. We work near. We're at, for Leicester, yeah. So you're on Emile and Riyad. Who has the most goals for Leicester? That's what I want. Is it Emile or is it Riyad? Who's got the most? If you want to be a really nerd, geek, whatever, and tell me how many they've got each, go for it. My next one is a bit of Derby County humour. Obviously, like I said, working in YMCA Derbyshire, we unfortunately work near Pride Park, a bit of a sore eyesight. So, what I kind of do each week is remind them, well, everyone, the loving community, of their epic season in the Premier League, where they got relegated in March with 11 points, and the top goal scorer was Kenny Miller with 4 goals in all competitions. That's how bad they were. But I'm going to set the tone a bit more now. Here's my question for question 9 of sport. In Derby's 2007-2008 season, how many defeats did Derby have? Well, in 38 matches. So how many defeats did Derby have in 38 matches? I've given you a clue. Their total score for the season was 11. So out of 38, how many times do you think Derby lost? Brilliant. And you can keep these questions and share them out. Belters. One more sport. Bit snooker. How many balls are there in total on a table at the start of snooker? What a question. So how many balls are there on a snooker table at the start of a game? Good questions. Good questions. So that is your sport. That's it. Good mix, good variety, I'd say. Pretty good. Pretty good. And the next round is film and TV. I've got a complete array of subjects and topics within film and TV. Let's jump straight to it. So what I'll do again, and if there's any questions you want me to repeat or whatever, then let me know. So don't rush you. So here we go. So film and TV, round 4. Which US racehorse was a focus of a 2003 Hollywood film? And after the horse, the name of the horse. So which US racehorse was the focus of a 2003 Hollywood film? So what I'd say, well, keep your answers to yourself. Keep them to yourself. You could be helping others, but I can't tell you if that's right or wrong. Question 2, film and TV. In what year did Coronation Street first air? So in what year did Coronation Street first air? Question that is. Unbelievable question. Now, this one, a bit of Monsters Inc. Classic Pixar film. Bit of Monsters Inc. So, in Monsters Inc., what is Sully's full name? I want his full name, please. So, in Monsters Inc., what is Sully's full name? Classic. It's going to be stuck somewhere in the back of your head. What is Sully's full name? And question 4 of film and TV. What is the highest grossing Marvel movie without the word Avengers? So what is the highest grossing Marvel film without the word Avengers? That's a great question. Okay. Oh, question 5, anagram. Here we go. I'm after a film title. So what I'll do again is say it and type it. So my anagram is bean bag mince. So you've got bean bag mince. There it is in the comment section. So if you look on Facebook, and I'm just going to go into YouTube. So bean bag mince. I want the film title, please. No messing about. I want the film title. And it's there, so you can fester on that. Beanbag mince. Beanbag mince. Going to jump to question 6. Which famous artist recorded the theme song of GoldenEye? So which famous artist recorded the theme song for GoldenEye? Question number 7. Bit of Blackadder, British comedy. So in Blackadder, the manservant Baldric, played by Tony Robinson, always had an answer for every predicament. But what was his catchphrase? So in Black, always had an answer to any predicament. But what was his catchphrase? That's all I'm after. 5 words. Here's a clue. And question 8. Bit of Simpsons here, bit of cartoon Simpsons. What is Homer's middle name? Okay, what is Homer Simpson's middle name? May I come across it? Well, it's the quiz. You're kind of building up the tension here. This is knife edge. It's all about the forfeits, I reckon, in the tiebreaker. Forfeits anything. Switch costumes, do whatever. Anything. For double forfeit, you could lose this quiz round and the tiebreaker. You just don't know. These questions are teasing. It's always somewhere in the back of the head. It's always somewhere. And my question 9 of film and TV is: in what year did Netflix begin its streaming service? Not when it's founded. That was in 1997. Nice clue. But in what year did Netflix begin its streaming service? I'm sure most of us have Netflix. We currently watch The Tiger King. Done that. That's interesting. Worth a watch. Weird. Worth a watch. So Netflix, when was it streamed? First year. Last question of film and TV. Bit of porridge. Bit of porridge. So in Porridge, what is the name of the prison called? So in Porridge, what is the name of the prison called? And that's it. That's it. Done it. You've done it. So you've now got time to have a break, get whatever you need to, and I'll give you a few minutes to relook over your answers and the bonus round stuff. So I'll go through that as well as reviewing the other 2 rounds. So get whatever you need to get from kitchen and back in a minute or so. So any questions again you'd like me to repeat, I'm happy to repeat them. But if you're happy, just want to ponder. Okay, which round? Do you want the film and TV or do you want sport one? What do you want? What do you want? Film and TV or sport? Age should get most of sport, you know. She'll get most of sport when age should. So let me know if it is film and TV you want of question 3 and 5, or you'd like it with sport. Which one? And I'll repeat them. Easy as that. So what I'd suggest is look over your special ones. Even if you've got a few out of 10 or so, is think of what the link could be, and that link itself is a point. So there's always a point per answer, and the connecting question is question 10 of the special round, and extra point there. TV. Okay, so question 3 of film and TV was: in Monsters Inc., What is Sully's first name? Days might get it. Sully. What's his full name? And question 5. So the anagram that I put in the comment section was bean bag mince. So bean bag, one word, mince, separate word, clue. What is the full? I want the film title. That's what I'm after. Question 8 of TV. So, what is Homer Simpson's middle name? I'm really hoping people are competitive in the household with other people, not willy-nilly. Can't just do a quiz for the sake of it. I want to hopefully see some serious competitiveness within a household, all of us. And there are serious forfeits for not being as bright as others. Got to punish that. So I'll give it a minute. So it gives you time to think about question 7. Oh my gosh. So question 7. So in Blackadder, the manservant, played by Tony Robertson, always has an answer for any predicament. But what is his catchphrase? So what is Tony Robertson's famous catchphrase in Blackadder? So I'll give you 30 seconds and then I'll crack on with the answers for everything. And then obviously if you're doing forfeit and stuff, whatever, then definitely video/share that and nuts. My tiebreaker is an absolute belter and I'll say it anyway. Unbelievable tiebreaker. No, I hope you're all doing well. Crazy at work, so doing a lot of food stuff at work recently, or today actually. A lot of food deliveries, residents and stuff, so really busy looking at projects to really cook a load of like ready meals for like families and the elderly and vulnerable. They're in need. Do more of it really. Such a need, it's crazy. So luckily we've got space to do that. So next couple of weeks, even though it's quite quiet out there, we'll be doing more work than usual really. So it's quite exciting to be out and about, busy, doing bits and bobs. So it's gonna be good. And obviously if you know anyone or any companies that do donations and things like that, any food or toiletries, let us know and then we can just ping that over to people in need really. So all good. So I'm going to review the first 2 rounds. So the first one is a bit of sport. Let's see how sporty some people are. So question 1, which city will host the 2028 Olympic Games? That is Los Angeles, LA. Can I call it LA? But LA, have LA. Los Angeles. And how many different teams have won the Premier League? 6. So I'll go through them and debates for me. Unfortunately, you've got Man United, you've got Man City, you've got Chelsea, got Arsenal, got Blackburn, and obviously you've got Leicester City. So there's your 6. And again, it is not Liverpool, Derby, or Nottingham. So happy days. Right then, I want to see the cricket fans in this one with my World Cup final question. If you want to ping your answers before I finish the question, you're more than welcome to. So in the 2019 Cricket World Cup final, who had the second highest score for England behind Ben Stokes? I'm after Jos Buttler. So Jos Buttler, he scored 66 runs because as well he played in the Super Over as well. So Jos Buttler is what I'm after, even though he is South African, but he's English anyway. And question 4 was my Olympic one. So no, Stu, no, Josh, mate. Josh got it. Josh got it. Josh got a good shout though. So, Olympic one. So, did GB, so Great Britain, win more medals in total in London or Rio? It's actually in Rio. 2016 Rio Olympic. They got 67 compared to London's 65. You'd think the home crowd could help them out. But no. Brazil, Rio, they got it. Okay, who's guessing Owen Morgan's sixes record? Who thinks they got the magic number? Because it was a world record. Brother, yeah, got it. So Tim, what was Owen Morgan's record sixes? So who could guess? He scored it in the qualifying games. I'm probably saying things too quickly. You didn't reply. So he actually hit 17 sixes. He hit 17 sixes in that game. So if you got number 17, that is a big fat point. There's no ifs and buts. I want that number only. No 16 or 18. And I want exact, because it's well documented. Oh, Stu, close, mate. Close. So I want Usain Bolt's 100-meter world record time. That is 9.58. 9.58. That's what I'm after. Nothing like 9.6 or 9.5 or 10-ish. 9.58. Well documented. Millions of pictures. Usain, 9.58 seconds. Oh, 14. No, you're wrong. Lack ambition on that one. So, 9.58, Usain Bolt. So, 2003 World Cup final. How many points did England get? That was 20. 20 points. 20 points in the World Cup final. And question 8 was my Leicester City one. Was who has scored more goals? Was it Riyad Mahrez or Big Emil? What do you guys reckon? What do you reckon it was? It's close. It's close. I had to scroll down a little bit. Obviously, Vardy's like top 4 with 100 and something, but he'll never come number 1. It would never come number 1 for Leicester. Some guy bagged 250 plus goals. But who do you reckon scored more goals between Emil Heskey or Riyad Mahrez? There's actually 2 goals in it. Would you believe in all competitions? Stu says Emil. Stu says Riyad, sorry. Anyone suggest anything else? Stuart, you're correct. Riyad Mahrez. Got it. He scored 42 goals for Leicester. Big Emil scored 40. Unbelievable. And you can keep that question, mate. Keep it. Keep it. That's free. Whatever that one is. Your first question's free off, mate. So, Skinny Riyad scored more goals than Big Emil. All right, here we go. Bit of humour in sport, bit of Derby County Football Club. So in Derby's 2007-2008 Premier League season, where they got 11 points. And how many defeats did Derby have out of their 38 matches in the Premier League? It was actually 29. Flipping frightening. So Derby lost 29 games out of 38 matches in the Premier League. How about that? Fun fact of the day. That you can use as well. We always like to use a bit of Derby County humour. So every week I'll try and get that season in there somehow. So they lost 29 times. Cool. Close. Joy, well done. Close. 11 points. I think they must have only won one match. They drew not quite a lot, but they didn't draw many. But no, they lost 29 out of 38. Hilarious. And then how many balls are there in a table at the start? Hint of snooker. I'm after 22. I'm after 22 balls. You can count them up, but don't forget the white ball. So somewhere I've got 21 because you've got your 15 are your reds and you've got your black, got your pink, blue, green, brown, yellow, and your white. So 20, 22 I'm after. Teasing questions, teasing. So that's your sport one done. Sport one done. And top that up out of 10. We'll rack them up to your previous points so far. And we'll go film and TV. So what I'm going to do is just rally through the answers now. So I'm just going to say the names. So racehorse was Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit. So question 2, Corro was first aired in 1960. And your Monsters Inc. one. So I want the full name of Sully. Big blue one. It's got mouse, got Sully. So it was James P. Sullivan. James P. Sullivan. And then most highest grossing Marvel food movie that didn't include the word Avengers was Black Panther. So Black Panther. Oh, Black Panther. That's what I'm after. So my anagram for question 5 was bean bag mints. Did anyone have a shout? Anyone have a guess of bean bag mints? So it actually was Batman Begins. Oh, you might grow. Oh. So Batman Begins. And which famous artist recorded the theme song for GoldenEye? That was Tina Turner. Do do do. Yes, Joy got it. Yeah, Batman Begins, classic. So Tina Turner was question 6. Question 7. So Blackadder, the manservant, played by Tony Robertson. His quote or catchphrase was, "I have a cunning plan." That's what I'm after. That exact quote. I have a cunning plan. Now, if you're close or whatever, then you mark yourself. If you compete with others, argue, happily go for it. But I have a cunning plan. That's what I'm after. That is what I'm after. And my next one is my Simpsons one. So what is Homer Simpson's middle name? That is J. Homer J. Simpson. If anyone's out there very specific, it is J as in J-A-Y as in J. But if you want to say just the letter J, then fine. And question 9. In what year did Netflix begin its streaming service? That was 2007. 2007. Boom. And question 10. In Porridge, what was the prison called? That was Slade. Slade Prison in Cumberland. So Slade. S-L-A-D-E. Slade. That's it. Rack them up. So that's your 2 rounds. Rack them up out of 20 or rack them up as a total so far. It is either up to you. I might get a refill of drink, and then what I'll do is go through my special connections round. That gives you enough time to think. And what I can do is review the questions in the special round, and you've got time to quickly change your answer. You can do so. Back in a second. Rightio. So here we go. So what did we get out of those 2 rounds? And then I'm going to review the last round. Oh, doing well. Doing well. Mixed bag, which is good. Oh, David, sorry. You know, I do this every week. I take bribes. You know. One cut really nice, by the way. Anyone's out there, really nice. So, just saying. So, give you a few seconds to look at your bonus round, and I'll go from there really of what the questions are and what the answers are, and then I will give the last finale of the connection. And if we have a tiebreaker, but I'll say it anyway, I have got an unbelievable tiebreaker question, unbelievable, that is worthy of anything. That really rack the brains and cause arguments, which is what it's all about, really. So, let me view. Let's look at question 1 of the bonus themed round. Here we go. So, which character did James Beck play in the series of Dad Saw Me? That was Peter Walker. Peter Walker. So, yes, after that, braved it. So, what I didn't do is, obviously, in the news, I said, you know, barbers and salons will be closed for the next 6 months plus. Is every grooming kit on Amazon is sold out, probably quite rightly. So I went on eBay. And I'd look online, but then I accidentally bought like a beard grooming kit by mistake. So the razor's actually like half the size, but battery powered, looked a bit fake. But gave it a go. It came out really good. So just after £1,000. So what I'd say is that embrace either growing hair or just get it cut off. Get it cut off, gamble. So that was your first one, Peter Walker. Sorry, distracted. So my next one is, who is 111.6 feet tall with a waistline of 35 feet? She weighs 225 tons and is 123 years old. That is a Statue of Liberty. That is what I'm after. The Statue of Liberty. Bit of a curveball one there, but question 3. Which apostle was the brother of St. John? He is a patron saint of Spain, as well as vets, equestrians, farriers, tanners, pharmacists. That is St. James. Patron St. James. Some may have got that. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's hard to find a good connection round. It took me longer than I thought, but worth it. You'll like the connection link. Question 4. Which novel by Jane Austen is a story of 5 Bennet sisters living in Georgian England? That is Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice. Question 5. Which author wrote The Call of the Wild and The White Fang? That is Jack London. You're lucky, Dad, because I was going to nominate you to the nominate 5, run 5 kilometers by your Instagram. I've not added you yet, so you're lucky with that. So get your comments to yourself. Or run 5K. Tell you what. If you lose the tiebreaker, you can run 5K. There you go. Job done. So which BBC radio service was renamed Radio 4 in September 1967? That was Home Service. Home Service was the old name of Radio 4. And question 7. Which American actor is a toy boy husband of Demi Moore? That is Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher. And question 9. What was IK and Tina Turner's last UK single reaching number 4 in 1973? It was Nutbush City Limits. Nutbush City Limits. And which actress, question 9, which actress born in Jerusalem played Queen Amidala in the Star Wars prequels? That was Natalie Portman. Right then, there are your answers. What's the link? Why do they all link together? That is the $1 million question, and it's every answer is worth a point, and this one is worth a point as well. Within yourselves, in a WhatsApp group with a person next to you, or as a group competing with family, every question is worth a point. So I'm going to tell you the link in a minute, and then give you a second actually to think about it. Actually, that'd be pretty nice. Think about it. They got the answers, but why are they all linked together? What's the coincidence with all these? It's quite a good one, actually. It's sport related. So give you 30 seconds, have a ponder or a stab in the dark, and then we'll go from there, really. So does anyone have any ideas? I'm open to any suggestions you've got in comments, etc. Very open to hear and see what you're suggesting. Obviously, you don't have to get every answer right to get the connection answer. Far from it. You might need a couple and know it. But it's a real curveball. Good one. It's a good one. I might do this every week. I don't know yet. So, no, miles off. Miles off. So, miles off. Alcoholic drinks down to put. Oh, football grounds. Football grounds. There we go. We've got it. We've got the link. They go, fucking football grounds. So, gonna go through them. It's a tad dated by one stadium, I think, and it's Leicester's. But so I'm gonna go through the answers with the stadium name. So instead of saying the actual answer, stadium name. And if you got all the stadiums right, then brilliant. Football stadiums is the correct answer I'm after. But if you want bonus points within yourself, brownie points, and list every single stadium, then brilliant. So question 1 was Walker Stadium, Leicester. Bit dated, it's all right. 2, Liberty Stadium. 3, St James's Park. 4, Pride Park. 5, London Road. 6 was Home Park. That's Plymouth Argyle. Ashton Gate was 7. That's Bristol. The City Ground, 8, Forest. And 9, Portman Road. Oh, unbelievable. But well done for everyone who's got that. Well done. And what I'm going to do is, if you could tot up your scores, let me know how you got out of 50. Let me know. Let's see who is the smartest brain in the household then. And then we'll go the little time for a bit of fun. See who's buzzing with their guesstimation for the whole of the week. Tiebreakers now. So let me know what you got out of 50. Tot them up. And then go from there. It's good standards. It was a mixed round, to be fair. I think every round was very diverse. It's difficult to kind of cater for the needs for everyone. But a bit of fun on a Friday. Can't be bad, can it? So let me know how you got on. if you beat your counterpart, if you beat your partner or you beat someone down the street, it's good. It's good to know and good to hear. And obviously, in literally a minute at 8, I'll do my tiebreaker. Bit of fun question because that's a highlight, and that's a forfeit question for anyone. Big forfeit question, and that will really test people's if they've got a pair and want to gamble with doing a tiebreaker with someone in their household. They should do it. I think they should do it regardless. So it is 8 o'clock. People putting the scores in on all platforms. Good. Already all get out 50. So tiebreaker. It is the closest mile. The closest mile wins, and that wins. You win whatever prize you've set to the person sitting next to you, or in the room, or in a group of WhatsApp or Facebook. So you've set the prize. I've not set any prizes, but here's the prize. So whoever loses this one, does all the washing up of pots, clothes, hoovering for the next weekend. It's all weekend. I put it out there, and then get a drink for someone. Then call them my lord or something for the weekend. I don't know. Anything. So, and as well, obviously, you could take a picture of yourself in the quiz, like with in the background, anything like that. Kind of good for me to kind of share that out with like work and things like that. So any picture evidence or videos or anything will be greatly received. So here we go. So the tiebreaker question. Hang on, tiebreaker. So in miles, not kilometers, in miles, what is the length of Route 66? Boom. Unbelievable question. And yes, you can copy this question for the people. So in miles, what is the length of Route 66? What do we reckon? So Route 66, what is it in miles? If you didn't do too well in the quiz, you got your tiebreaker, which effectively you could earn much more from this one singular question. So in miles, what do we reckon Route 66 is? And I'll give you 30 seconds. If you want to if you want to put in the comments your answer, that's your final answer. Nothing else. That is your final answer. Like a no, can't change it. Or say it to someone next to you. You got to say it out loud before I say the answer. In theory, and let me know who gets it, and then bragging rights to the person who gets it. So in miles, what is the length of Route 66? It's a good one. It's a good question. A few more seconds. Have a ponder. Have a ponder, and then we'll be done. So, okay, I'm going to say it now. So, Mafta, the length of Route 66 in miles. Oh, now I've locked in. You can't change your answer now. This is it. It's not actually the length of the entire country. So it's actually 2,448 miles. That's it. 2,448 miles. The closest within those miles, you win. You beat whoever. So 2248. 2248. No, 2448. Sorry, 2,448. 2448. So 2,448 miles. 2,448 miles. That's it. Let me know how you got on. Who won the pivotal tiebreaker round? Anyone got bragging rights? Didn't do too well last week. Maybe he did better this week. Who knows? But it was 2,448 miles. There you go. So that's it. That's it for the week. And obviously, it will be 6:30, I think, next week. We're trying a bit earlier because obviously other people have other commitments, like kids and the other like virtual commitments that usually hit peak time about 7:30. So we're going to try it again at 6:30. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in. Well done, Cal. Second week in. Make sure Ada's washing up. Flipping heck. Washing, everything. Everything. Make them do it. So yeah, so we'll do it 6:30, and obviously it is kid friendly as well. So if you want families to be involved with in Kids Meal, there's nothing bad in it as well. So families are more than welcome to be a part of that as well. And please share it within any spheres, any church, work groups, or anything really. It's not for a certain group of sorts. It's for anyone, everyone. So it helps passes the time positively in this kind of strange pandemic where everyone's stuck indoors really. So when I kind of do something fun, positive, and obviously if anyone wants to emulate anything similar to this, then you're more than welcome to have any questions or whatever. So just mark up your answers yourselves, and if you won great. And obviously if you compete with other people in the same household, then let me know what you got, who won. And obviously if anyone's doing some sort of forfeit, then take a picture of it and share it, and it'll be hilarious. So let me know how you totally got on, if you won the tiebreaker, if not. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next week at 6:30. Obviously we'll do a Facebook link and YouTube. So what I might do is do the event now and then do that in the discussion section. I think it's actually scheduled, so I think it'll be all right. So yeah, same time as 6:30 next week. And yeah, see you later. If it all logs off, we'll see. Remember to log off from YouTube. So, ta-ra.